that is what I find in your content, is that your content, regardless of which direction you're going in, regardless if it's about gaming or insights or society being annoying or anything like that, it's informed by your empathy. Your point of view is always, I don't want people to hurt. I don't want to hurt, right? Why do we always have to hurt, right? And that in itself is the message. That intention to help people through their suffering is more powerful than any topic or niche that you could choose. I just wanted to reinforce that for you, because you're having an impact. We all are. It's just that we don't necessarily see it because we're busy looking at ourselves, and we're looking for an impact that we think is happening, right? We want that person to smile and go, thank you. But I'll tell you now, I've had people practically spit in my face and then years later go, thank you for saying that, right? They didn't appreciate it at the time, but it was what they needed.
No, yeah, thank you for saying that. I think it's very important to recognize that being your genuine self. And I think this was something you mentioned on your last podcast with Jenny. Being your genuine self allows other people to be their genuine selves. And I really do believe that. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I've had similar types of things, like frustrations with trying to come across to people and not seeing the immediate impact, but then down the road, seeing more of the impact. And it helps eventually to see that, because then when I see that, sometimes, not that like I need that sort of validation, but then moving forward, it's like there's less weight on the immediate impact. And like Ray said, like we're always making those impacts, whether you can see it immediately or not. Just you embodying that state of being is having more of an impact than you can ever even comprehend. And we've talked about this. We talked about this a few episodes ago. Like you could sit in a room for years and years and just change yourself or like work on yourself without even interacting with anyone and have just as much of an impact on reality itself, because as you change, reality changes. So that has helped me a ton too, just with like trying to see those impacts. It's like, if I'm seeing any sort of impact within myself, like that is more than enough. If it happens to have impact, quote unquote, externally, then it's all just gravy after that, but it's for you, it's for me at the end of the day. And if it's for anyone else, then it's almost like it's no longer the point. Like if it's not for you, what are you really doing? And people get caught up in thinking of that as being selfish. And I would argue that it's quite the opposite, because it's almost